So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean...
He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Aguero. And here's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played out towards the right wing. Olise. Messi. Kadiolu has the space to scheme. Timber getting this one clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Great vision. And this is Vieri. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pirlo. Pirlo getting forward. Aguero. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
So it is still 0-0. Diaz is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough.
Impressive jump! Good claim. No margin for error there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much
It's Vieri! Diaz.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Vieri. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Pirlo. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets his head on it! Goal! Germany! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Germany have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gerrard. He's through here. And this is Vieri. Van Dijk. Kadiolu. Rodri. Goes looking wide. Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Diaz. Serginho's cross. Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. Bonucci.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Raul. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Olise played out to the left flank. Diaz. He's found a way through. Bonucci defending his corner stubborn. Tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Timber. Kukçu.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He has found the way through. Vieri has it out wide and in space. Serginho. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Diaz. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Aguero. Takes a shot! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And he shoots!
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rijkaard. Germany appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Referee has just said play on. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now that's well seen too. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's a pretty loose pass. Rodri, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Timber. Serginho makes the interception. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely bit of skill.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Germany find a position of real strength now.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that pass has been well intercepted. It's a searching pass. Aguero is in a really good position out wide. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And here's Mbappe. Mateus! Great football, shot and save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Milan have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Swings in and a header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bonucci, always a very imposing presence at the back. Not the most accurate pass. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Yamal. Yamal, he might be, and the shot! He's kept it out just. Milan have their third corner. That's really well cleared. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Germany have the chance to go the other way. This might spell danger. Now, can they get him away? And this is Aguero. Big chance! What can he finish? Goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Kukcu. And now the breakaway. And there goes the final whistle. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. So that's got things underway. North Korea have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that? Well, chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
North Korea. Yamal! Decent chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
North Korea really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Ødegaard.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Played out towards the right wing.
Kajolu.
And Dani Olmo. Milan have reclaimed it. Olise. Jordi Alba. Yamal. Alaba gets a foot in and wins the ball. Quality ball. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Takes a shot! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Jordi Alba.
Kajolu.
Olise.
Kajolu.
Now that's well seen too. That could spell trouble. Always onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Shot a goal! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Aguero. Kovacic. And it's Ødegaard. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
North Korea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass is just off target. Marquinhos. And it's Marquinhos. Ødegaard. And Akanji. Can he get on the end of this? Ødegaard. Good ball. And the shot! And he's stuck it away!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Back where it came from. Now it's Olise. Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Jordi Alba, he has found the way through. Looking for options for movement. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. Plays a sharp... Goes for a shot! And it's in! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal.
There's the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Mbappe shoots! Oh, good finish! That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, important interception. Odegaard. Azar. That's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space, and he's quick to return it. Azar. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Jordi Alba. Picked up. Can he finish? Oh, crossbar! And one more try! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan, undoubtedly the happier side at the break. Up by 2, but it must be said, even that looks unconvincing under these circumstances. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position A1. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. That's a little off target. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, there's the clearance. Goes looking wide. Kovacic. Romero. Milan can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Diaz. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's a good-looking delivery. Tries a shot! Now that looks a decent... And again! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Stood up well to him there. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Gets
filled.
his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. That is ended up in no man's land. That is a great pick out. And he's picked out the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No, that's been intercepted. Wriggles his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yamal gets into a good position. Olise looking understandably energised after his goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Diaz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
So we have movement on both benches. It's a searching pass, and that could set him on his way. And the ball is out of play. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. It's Inzaghi! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan palpably stronger, better, superior. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot. Real chance! Goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Jordi Alba did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
It's run loose here.
Pau Kubasi.
Cuts it out. Here's a chance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Yamal, and he's worked it through. Kubasi.
Kovacic.
Now it's Ødegaard. Tries one from range! He's put his foot right through that one. Tries to play it through. Yamal has it in a wide position. Saliba gets it away. In again. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is as far as it goes. Milan really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. And we're underway. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
Olise. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, perfectly measured that. Romero. Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Always goal side. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's put paid to the danger. Messi tries to play it through. Koundé's cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Chance, surely! It's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0. "1-0, just one winner." Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that has not gone well. Looking for the run. James Rodriguez. Shot at goal! He's going for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
De Bruyne most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Koundé makes the interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Neymar. And here's Marino. Serginho. Not a hint of offside here. Chance for a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Mbappe. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. And this is Messi. Kajolu. And it's played in. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, good spread. Now it's James Rodriguez. He's found a way through. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So we're ready to go. Goal! Santos! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And now he has two. Santos leading now. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted. Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's James Rodriguez. He has found the way through. It's James! And that is wildly off target.
James Rodriguez clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
De Bruyne. James. James Rodriguez! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Great defending, strong and determined. So, a temporary halt to the action. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Batistuta. Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Olise. Rodri. Now it's Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Merino. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Merino, never out of the action for very long. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rijkaard. Messi. And it's Kadiolu. Good read, needed to be. De Bruyne. Neymar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he goes cross-field. James Rodriguez looking understandably energised after his goal. Rodri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ball played for Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now, can they get him away? And here's Mbappe. Merino. Looking for options for movement. James Rodriguez. And it's Messi. It's a good run down the right. Foot in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Jordi Alba gets into a good position. Messi deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Diaz. Merino. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been cut short. And it's Kadiolu. Can he get on the end of this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kadiolu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Santos do have a chance to counter here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi stood up well to him there. Merino. Neymar. Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, shooting chance! De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Jordi Alba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise. Mbappe. There's the shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides. Koundé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he refuses to take the bait. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the left flank. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
It's a good-looking delivery. And that's a good... And the shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Milan breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. And he's intervened well there.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That has been slung wide. Look at the space here. Now the ball in. And it's hoisted clear. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, they can break here. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Diaz! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Just eases him off the ball. Diaz. He's picked his way through. Milan are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, nice touch. Now the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Filippo Inzaghi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. An instinctive, impressive jump. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And this is it's Inzaghi! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Nicely spread. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Filippo takes a shot! Well taken goal. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Thiago Mendes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar! Pings in across. And that should get the job done. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Messi. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that is headed... Oh, great leap! And yes, it's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing. And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. Back on the way then. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vasco da Gama can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Knocks it into space. Shot, surely! And it's come back out to him. And he's stuck it away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
And that has faded wide. Thiago Mendes. Now, can they get him away? Diaz, needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Thiago Mendes. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Diaz receives it in a wide position. Filippo Inzaghi. Cleared without hesitation. Vasco da Gama choosing to make the first change. Oh, good effort! And that's wide.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose. Shapes to shoot! Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
This looks promising.
That's good play from him.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Thiago Mendes. Diaz is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's got away. Real chance! And that's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Vasco da Gama making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Diaz looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Keeper's dealt with that. Cuesta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. That's destined for the flank. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Messi. The final 5 minutes. And he's managed to get free. Filippo Inzaghi and Paulinho. Well timed, excellent interception. Goes looking wide. That's a super give and go. Tries one from range. Oh, he really got hold of that. Milan are making a change now. Diaz coming off. Just listen to this.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay about that now. I think if the manager had taken him off a goal earlier, I think he would have been a little bit upset about that. But now that he's got his hat-trick, I think all's okay.
Paulinho looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Messi. Mateus. He is just caressing the ball. Thiago Mendes. That's a good ball out wide. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. It's a promising position. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's the end. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clear. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous.
Thuram! Now, he's got space here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Messi. Tries to play it through. That's been cut out. Well played. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
This is a promising build-up. Played out wide. Swung over. Conceição has it out wide and in space. Conceição!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Haaland. Haaland gets on his bike and on the move. He's found a way through. Space for him to turn and look. Olise did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shot could be on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adams gets a foot in here. Stojkovic played out towards the right wing. Conceição and a header! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich makes the interception. Milan still without a single shot on target. He's in a great position here. Rafael Leao. And he's gone looking for safety. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Thuram. Tchouaméni. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Milan are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Olise. Olise is fouled. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. And here's Haaland. And that's going wide left. He's shifting through the gears here. Rafael Leao plays it in. Kajolu. Rijkaard. That's a sharp pass. And it's Stojkovic. And here's Haaland. Now he's running away. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Goes looking wide. Mbappe. And they can counter here. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Jordi Alba cuts out the pass. Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. Rafael Leao. Referee's given a throw. Succumbs to the pressure. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found the way through. Impressive jump! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Diaz. Jordi Alba finding himself in space. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Dembele flings in a cross. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross to the back post. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It'll be a throw-in. In towards the back stick.